But I could get on my motorcycle and ride as far the fuck away from base as I could get. And I wasn't a Marine, I was just a dude on a bike. And I fell in love with it. And that's through life, through like trying to have the different labels I've tried to have, and thinking that life's defined by who you are, or like how cool people think you are, or whatever. I can get away from all of that on my motorcycle. And that's where I find my life, my center is between handlebars, because it's instant cause and effect. My name's Dano Seaney. We're in my garage, my safe place. And I'm just a dude who loves motorcycles. I'm actually a Marine Corps veteran. I served from 2001 to 2005 with 1st Marine Division out of Camp Pendleton. I bought my first dirt bike. I worked at a pallet company after school during the spring, because I played football and I wrestled. But so the spring I didn't play any sports, but I worked all spring after my dad died because he wouldn't let me have a dirt bike. When I was 16, I bought my first. It was a 1983 CR250 Elsinore, and I rode the shit out of that thing. And it was like the only way I could get out of my house and, you know, everything going on in my life and just be left alone. Like just be me and be in the moment, and you're ripping through the hills and you can't think about your homework or your girlfriend or your mom, or you can't think about anything because every second you got to adjust the handlebars and the clutch, and it was just an escape. And it's been that way ever since. I bought my first Harley Davidson. I bought a 2004. I bought the exact bike I wanted. It told me to bring it back when I had 1,000 miles for its break-in service. I got on the bike at a Scottsdale Harley Davidson, and I rode to Salt Lake City, Utah, got a hotel, and rode back, and turned my bike in the next day for the 1,000-mile service. And in that 1,000 miles, I learned how to ride my bike. I was lucky enough to be involved in a really cool documentary known as Project 22, where we rode the country and addressed the issue of veteran suicide. And we decided that there was going to be a Project 22 screening in North Carolina, so me and my buddy Stan were going to ride out there. He lives in Austin. We got stuck in the hurricane and I-20 was shut down, so we were in Camden, South Carolina in this like straight crackhead motel. And we get there and we're unloading our bikes and we're soaking wet and freezing, and we see this little tiny kitten, little 6-week-old kitten, come screaming as it runs down the parking lot. It's soaking wet. And so I took it inside and dried it off, and we gave it some pizza crust after we ordered the pizza, and we ended up being stuck there in the hurricane for like 3 days waiting for I-20 to open back up. And at the end of the 3 days, I just didn't have the heart to leave him. He was so cool. He was such a cool cat. He was following me around like a dog. And so I had ammo can saddlebags on my bike, and we drilled holes in one of the ammo cans. And he rode from Camden, South Carolina, to Phoenix, Arizona in 3 days. It was like 2,387 miles. And did the whole thing in the ammo can. Every time we pulled over for gas, we let him out and he'd play. And we we're posting him on our Instagram, and so we named him Leonidas. And it was pretty cool. And he's been chilling ever since, living the life of a king. From a hood rat to a king. Chilling out. And that was probably my funnest and most rewarding motorcycle adventure. He's my little buddy. When I'm not on one, or when I go a period of time without riding, I kind of lose myself. I like the introspect. I like having the time. That's why I like riding cross country. Is, you know, if you can bust out 1,000 miles in a day all by yourself, just listening to the sound of the engine, no music, and just be in the moment, feel the air on your face, and experience everything. You know, I've struggled with my own issues, and luckily I had a motorcycle and had the ability to get away and just kind of spend time with myself. And you know, with Project 22 it was really cool because I was able to realize that I'm not alone, that there's a lot of other people like me that find their sanity in the open road and in the stewardship that's exchanged between them. And I've met some really kindred spirits and some really cool people, and Doc and Dan were two awesome people, and they created something that's really beautiful And I'm really grateful that I was able to be a part of it. And because of them and because of Project 22, I've been able to go on to my own thing now where I'm pursuing, finishing up my bachelor's degree in biblical studies and getting real introspective and really trying to reach a place of enlightenment. Because that was kind of what I came across when I was riding with them, is that, you know, the people that are happy, these people that were happy and focused and were helping us, that was their solid point, is they'd all reached a place of individual enlightenment where they were happy and they had purpose and they had drive. And so I'm really trying to find that within myself. I'm considering a few things. I've ridden in all 50 states on my Harley. I've seen a lot of pavement, and I'm kind of getting back to my roots of riding the dirt bike. And I bought the Kawasaki. I'm looking at maybe riding to Peru and down through South America, and we'll see. I'm talking to a few people, and yeah, I guess in 5 years I'll just be living my life on a motorcycle as much as possible. It makes me happy.